15 Best Small Towns in Virginia. Today we're exploring Virginia's most charming small towns. From a place where wild ponies roam free to America's oldest continuously settled English town, and even a town that celebrates its love for moonshine. Let's jump in and discover these hidden gems of the Old Dominion. Number 15. Occoquan. Nestled along the Occoquan River in Northern Virginia, this historic mill town of just 1,000 residents packs a big punch. Founded in 1734, Occoquan means "at the end of the water" in the Native American Dogue language. The town's narrow streets are lined with over 60 boutiques and restaurants housed in buildings from the 1700s and 1800s. Don't miss the haunted Rockledge Mansion, where locals claim to hear mysterious footsteps, or the annual craft fairs that bring in more than 10,000 visitors each spring and fall. Number 14. Cape Charles. Sitting at the southern tip of Virginia's eastern shore, Cape Charles has about 1,200 residents and boasts the state's only public beach on the Chesapeake Bay. What makes this town super cool is that it was totally planned from scratch in 1884 as a railroad town. Check out the huge collection of Victorian buildings. Over 550 historic structures still stand. The shallow, calm beach is perfect for kids, and the town pier is famous for spectacular sunsets. Weird fact: the town has its own upside-down house attraction that messes with your sense of balance. Number 13. Floyd. Moving toward the Blue Ridge Mountains, we find Floyd with around 400 residents. This tiny town has become famous as a folk music hotspot. Every Friday night since 1984, the Floyd Country Store boasts the Friday Night Jamboree, where locals and visitors square dance to live bluegrass music. The town has more musicians per capita than almost anywhere else in Virginia. Floyd is also home to the Quirky Yacht Club. Funny because it's located 2,000 feet above sea level, with no large bodies of water nearby. Don't miss the colorful murals painted throughout downtown, celebrating the town's musical heritage. Number 12. Tangier Island. Now for something truly unique. Tangier Island sits in the middle of the Chesapeake Bay with about 700 residents. You can only get there by boat or small plane. The locals speak a distinct dialect of English that sounds like a mix of Elizabethan English and Cornwall accents from the 1700s. Sadly, the island is slowly sinking into the bay and could be completely underwater by 2050. Walk the narrow streets barely wide enough for golf carts. Eat the famous Chesapeake blue crabs, and chat with watermen whose families have worked these waters for generations. Number 11. Abingdon. Located in southwest Virginia with a population of 8,000, Abingdon was named after Martha Washington's English home. The town is home to the famous Barter Theater, established during the Great Depression when actors literally performed in exchange for food. Legend says Tennessee Davy Crockett once escaped custody by jumping out a window in the still-standing tavern building. Don't miss the Virginia Creeper Trail, a 34-mile bike path built on an old railroad line, or the haunted Martha Washington Inn, where guests report seeing the ghost of a Civil War nurse. Number 10. Lexington. With about 7,400 residents, Lexington sits in the Shenandoah Valley. This town is unique because it's home to two colleges, Washington and Lee University and Virginia Military Institute. The strangest fact? Confederate General Stonewall Jackson's horse is buried here, but Jackson himself isn't. His horse, Little Sorrel, has been preserved and displayed at V&I. Visit the Stonewall Jackson House, take a ghost tour of that historic downtown, and check out the natural wonder of Natural Bridge just outside town, a 215-foot limestone arch, once owned by Thomas Jefferson. Number 9. Luray. Located in the Shenandoah Valley with about 4,900 residents, Luray is world-famous for Luray caverns, discovered in 1878 when air blowing from a sinkhole led explorers to massive underground chambers. The caverns feature the only stalactite organ in the world, an instrument that taps stalactites to create music. Beyond the caverns, visit the quirky Luray Singing Tower, a 117-foot-tall carillon with 47 bells. Or take a drive on Skyline Drive for amazing mountain views. The town also houses a replica of the Lincoln Log Cabin, where Abe Lincoln's father was born. Number 8. Chincoteague. Located on Virginia's eastern shore with about 2,900 residents, Chincoteague is famous for its wild ponies. These horses have lived on nearby Tangier Island for centuries, possibly descended from survivors of a Spanish shipwreck. Every summer, the Chincoteague Volunteer Fire Department holds a pony swim where they round up some ponies, swim them across the channel, and auction off the foals to control the population. Beyond the ponies, the town offers amazing seafood, kayaking through marshlands, and the chance to watch rocket launches from nearby Wallops Flight Facility. Number 7. Smithfield. Situated in southeastern Virginia with about 8,400 residents, Smithfield calls itself the ham capital of the world. The town has been producing its famous Smithfield hams since the 1700s, with a unique curing process protected by law since 1926. The weirdest attraction: the world's oldest edible ham, cured in 1902 and now displayed in the Isle of Wight County Museum. Walk the historic district with over 70 buildings from the 1700s and 1800s. Take a ham factory tour. And don't miss the quirky Christmas store that's open year-round, despite the town's summer heat. Number 6. Culpeper. Located in central Virginia with about 18,300 residents, Culpeper has a downtown so historically significant that the entire 12-block area is listed on the National Register of Historic Places. During the Civil War, the town changed hands more than 70 times between Union and Confederate forces. Visit the unique Museum of Culpeper History, where you can see a two-headed calf and other strange artifacts. The town is also becoming Virginia's whiskey and wine destination, with multiple distilleries and vineyards nearby offering tastings of spirits made from local grains and fruits. Number 5. Staunton. Nestled in the Shenandoah Valley with about 25,100 residents, the town is home to the American Shakespeare Center, featuring the world's only recreation of Shakespeare's original indoor theater. The weird fact: Staunton was the birthplace of Woodrow Wilson, but he only lived there for about a year as a baby. The town's 5 historic districts showcase amazing Victorian architecture, and the Frontier Culture Museum features actual historic buildings moved from other countries to show settler life. The town also has a tradition of painted sheep statues throughout downtown. Number 4. Damascus. With just 800 residents, Damascus in southwest Virginia carries the nickname Trail Town USA because 7 major hiking trails intersect here. The Appalachian Trail runs right down the middle of Main Street, making it one of the few towns hikers can walk through without leaving the trail. Each year, the population swells from 800 to over 20,000 during trail days, when hikers gather for the largest backpacker festival in the world. Visit the Damascus Old Mill, try the world-class mountain biking trails, or take on the Virginia Creeper Trail, a 34-mile downhill bike ride that's mostly downhill. Number 3. Bristol. Now we're entering our top 3. With about 17,400 residents, Bristol sits directly on the Virginia-Tennessee state line. Stake Street, the main downtown road, is split right down the middle. Walk on the sidewalk, and you'll cross between states with each shop you visit. Bristol calls itself the birthplace of country music because in 1927, the famous Bristol Sessions recordings launched commercial country music. The weird fact? The town has 2 of everything: 2 mayors, 2 police departments, and even different time zones before 1883. Don't miss the Birthplace of Country Music Museum or the amazing Bristol Motor Speedway just outside town. Number 2. Onancock. On Virginia's eastern shore, with about 1,200 residents, Onancock was founded in 1680 and gets its name from the Native American word meaning foggy place. Captain John Smith explored here in 1608, making it one of the oldest European-visited places in America. The strangest thing about Onancock? It sits at the end of a creek system shaped exactly like a human hand, with the town at the palm and 5 finger creeks extending outward. Take a kayak tour through these watery fingers. Visit the historic Hopkins and Brothers store from 1842. Or check out the annual Christmas Homes tour featuring historic properties decked out in holiday splendor. Number 1. Williamsburg. Taking our top spot with about 15,000 residents, Williamsburg isn't just any small town. It was Virginia's colonial capital, and today features the largest living history museum in the world. Colonial Williamsburg spans 301 acres with 88 original 18th century buildings and hundreds of reconstructed ones. Staff dress in period clothing and stay completely in character as they demonstrate colonial crafts and life. The wildest fact? The town has an official public insult tradition, where colonial dressed interpreters stand in the stocks and hurl period-accurate insults at passing tourists. Beyond Colonial Williamsburg, visit nearby Jamestown, America's first permanent English settlement, or ride the crazy roller coasters at Busch Gardens theme park. That wraps up our tour of Virginia's most fascinating small towns. Are you from Virginia? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed discovering these unique places, hit that subscribe button and join us for more hidden gems across America.